Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. The lead up, the run up to the SHOT Show, the Shooting, Hunting, and Outdoor Trade Show held every year in Las Vegas. Well, not last year. We got wiped out for COVID. But it's a huge, huge, huge affair. Tens of thousands of people there, lots of manufacturers showing their new stuff. But a lot of gun makers bring out their new things and kind of release them days or weeks ahead of SHOT. One of the ones that really got a lot of attention over the past week or so, and we've had one for a while, it's cool, is a new pistol from Smith & Wesson. Joining us to talk about that is Corey Beaudreau. Corey, the CSX, all-metal, hammer-fired. I mean, this is a cool pistol, man.
Hey, Tom, good to be on the phone with you. Yeah, it's kind of the dark horse of the year. A lot of people didn't see it coming. All metal. We kind of took a look at the concealed carry market and realized that while we were big with the polymer concealed handguns with the Shield and then the reinvention of the Shield Plus, we kind of noticed a gap in the metal market where double stack really hadn't caught on yet. A lot of the metal concealed carry pistols, especially the hammer fired ones, are all single stack. So we brought the double stack to the metal concealed carry pistol line. And the CSX is really its own thing. It's like nothing else we've done before. A lot of innovation went into this pistol. So.
Okay, so let's start off. This is a Micro 9 double stack, all metal, alloy frame, ambidextrous safety, ambidextrous slide stop. Let's see, great sights, really good trigger, and interchangeable back straps a la the M&P.
Very correct. So it comes with like a frame tool because you're going to need a tool to take this one down and to change out that back strap. So you can go from like a decent palm swell to like a even more deeper concealment type palm swell. And it comes with two mags, so you can be 12 plus 1 or 10 plus 1. And like you mentioned, very ambidextrous. The only thing that's not technically ambidextrous, but designed for, like your son Ryan, for the left-handed crowd, you can actually switch the mag release to the other side. It comes with an additional mag release for left-hand setup. So it's not fully ambidextrous because you can't, run it both sides, but it is, we did want to make sure that we took care of everybody. So we went for both sides.
And Ryan's like me. We both shoot long guns left-handed and handguns right-handed, right or left eye dominant. But this thing, one of the things that gets the attention is the trigger on this is really good out of the box. And you said it's 10 plus 1 and 12 plus 1, and this is a full 9mm cartridge, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. What's our MSRP on this?
So MSRP is $609, which is pretty affordable. I've seen them so far on internet sites and gun stores for like upper fives. And like you said, it is probably the smallest Micro 9 that I would want to carry personally. But it is a sweet shooting gun. A lot of people compare it to a 1911 because it does look very 1911-esque, I would say.
Right.
Some of the features that it's clearly not a 1911. The trigger is not a 1911 trigger. So when people pick it up and expect like a 2-3 pound trigger, it's not that. This is like concealed carry piece. So it's about a 5.5, 6 pound trigger pull range.
Right. But it's a good trigger.
Oh, it's a phenomenal trigger. I love it. It's a single action. There's a nice solid break point. Very little take up. It's a really nice, I can run the gun exceptionally fast, and I've spent a little bit of time behind it, but this is definitely going to be my new concealed carry piece.
Okay, well, so the CSX, and it's out now, I take it, it's shipping?
Correct, yep. It started shipping, I think we released it the first week of January there.
Right, so about a week ago, really.
It is in stores now.
Oh, It's in stores. Okay, good deal. So if you can find it, it's that old deal of if you find it and you try it and you like it in your hands, don't put it back on the counter. Just hold on to it and take your credit card out and get it because the guy behind you is going to buy it. So
exactly.
that's how things work these days. All right, so this is very cool. And then we had this incredible announcement from Federal of a new handgun cartridge for pistols, the Super Carry 30 or Carry Super 30. It's 30 Super Carry, they call it. And one of the things I see is that Smith & Wesson's involved in this.
So Federal was reached out to us very early on and asked if we'd like to partner up with the launch and the development, and we were obviously excited because, again, looking to push and evolve and continue to not let the concealed carry market get stagnant. But again, the Micro 9 phase, right? We started boosting the capacity of these small guns. The only other thing you can change is the actual ammunition. It's kind of gotten to that point. So Federal came out with this round that, as they say, conceals like a 380, but all the terminal ballistics is of a 9. So being able to conceal like a 380 means we're able to pack more rounds into a magazine. So on the EZ, for example, instead of 8, we're getting 10 rounds in a magazine. So it's a phenomenal, and it's extremely. I don't know if you've shot it yet, Tom, but
I've not.
It felt like when I was shooting the EZ, it felt like I was running an EZ 380. Recoil was so much lighter. And my control pairs were like a very, very tight group, which I'm not saying that they're not normally with 9, but it was a noticeable difference, and really I think it's going to catch on.
Tell you what, hold that thought a second here. I want to talk about that when we come back. I got to take a break. Smith & Wesson, and we talked about the new CSX pistol. It's kind of a mini 1911-ish pistol, very, very nice, all-metal gun. And then we pivoted right around to the brand new caliber, new cartridge, the Federal Premium 30 Super Carry, and it's going to be available in at least one and probably a bunch of other Smith & Wessons. And Corey, one of the things I was thinking about when I first heard about this, and you've been around long enough, you had the same reaction. Probably the first time you hear of a new cartridge is, really? Another cartridge? We don't need another cartridge. And I would just admit, let me admit right up front, I have a terrible track record at this. I mean, 6.5 Creedmoor, we don't need that. That's never going to amount to anything. Yeah, right, Tom. That worked out real well for you. You know, this is a cool cartridge. All right, you shot this gun. Tell us more about this cartridge.
So I'm in the same boat. My personal collection, I try to minimize my variety of ammo, but I did, see all the data from Federal on why and what they engineered behind this round, and it really does have the stopping power of a 9 defensive round or a hollow point. It's just the 30 Super Carry is just as good. So when I got behind the gun with the 30 Super Carry and actually felt the recoil, that's to me where the biggest difference was. It felt like I was shooting the same platform but in 380. So running it fast was comfortable and easy. And then you add the ability to add 2 extra rounds to your magazine. You take like a Shield Plus and get up to 15, which is phenomenal in that small little package, or an EZ up to 10 plus 1. So there's a lot of advantages to it. But I definitely am probably going to switch over just because it was such a nice, pleasant shooting platform. Capacity is.
You know what I hear? I think I hear you saying is that on these Micro 9s, which you could just flip them around, they become now a Micro 30 Super Carry. It makes, and look, we all admit physics is physics, and these really small guns are harder to shoot. You got recoil is there because you have less mass. What you're telling me, I think, is that this makes these guns easier to shoot.
It really does. And I'm not saying shooting a Shield all day long wouldn't be fun, but if I had a choice between a 9 Shield Plus and a Shield Plus and 30 Super Carry to shoot all day long, I would take 30 Super Carry all day long. It's that much of a recoil difference.
We're talking about a 32, if you will, 32 caliber bullet, 100 grain HST bullet doing 1250 feet per second, 347 foot-pounds of energy. And I would point out to anybody who's saying, yeah, we've had the 9mm, it does fine. Yes, it does, except remember this. The 9mm cartridge is 120 years old. In that period of time, maybe we could come up with something newer and more interesting and different and better. And I guess the question I have for you, and the question you're getting all the time right now, probably, Corey, is So what other guns could you chamber for this?
Pretty much, Tom, it looks like anything that is 9mm could be going over to super carry. The same the magazines are slightly different, but it's pretty much the same footprint. It's just a little bit narrower, like you said, like a 32 versus a 357.
Right.
So it's just a little bit narrower, skinnier round, but you add that added capacity, and I really do think it is a game changer. And to your point, 9mm being around for over 100 years, I mean, yeah, I think maybe we could do something a little bit better now.
You know, I'm also reminded of the 327 Federal, and everybody goes, yeah, why do we need that for? Then you start looking and you go, well, holy cow, I'm getting 357 Magnum in this little 32. There really is a reason and a benefit for all that. And in this case, you're getting more capacity in your gun with a cartridge that's still delivering 9mm performance ballistically with less recoil. And you're going, okay, maybe I need to pay attention to this.
Yeah, I think the thing that's going to help Federal really be successful on this is their ability to actually produce it, right? All these new calibers come out and whatnot. If it's not there, if there's not a platform for it to be able to shoot it, it kind of festers and dies. But that's why we were happy to team up with Federal and do two of our biggest guns, the EZ series and then the Shield Plus and 30 Super Carry. Both phenomenal platforms on their own. Then you add this new caliber to it, the extra capacity, the lower recoil. It's just a perfect everyday carry option.
Well, Corey, now come on, you've had a full week now. We want the CSX and the 30 Super Carry too.
Tom, you and me both. I'm not saying it's not on the table. If I were King of Smith and Wesson again, I would be pushing for 30 Super Carry and CSX because that would be phenomenal. 15 rounds in that tiny little thing.
Oh, man, it's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen across the board. You know, the only real question is, can Federal crank out enough ammo to fill the need? And that's, you know, the deal with ammo these days.
Exactly.
So we'll wait to see on that one. But very cool. Congratulations on the CSX. That is a really seriously good carry pistol. And then, of course, getting on board and being part of the launch with Federal on the 30 Super Carry. Exciting stuff for Smith & Wesson.
It is, Tom, and it's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Absolutely. So if people want to know more, smith-wesson.com. You can get all the details there. And, Corey, we'll be seeing you before too long.
You bet. See you soon.
All right. You take care. Appreciate that.